Hello and welcome to the book club. I am your host, Thugitmcnugget, and today we will be talking about chapters 12, 13, 14, and 15. Anyways, I just finished reading 12 right now, and there's something about 12 that I like and don't like. I like how we get to know a little bit more about Mary and her mother, her deceased mother, and it's kind of sad how the playlist that they have at the store is the playlist that I guess her mother made, and it's got titles such as "Nothing's Gonna Change My Love for You," "No One's Going to Blame," "It's Just No One Is to Blame," "It's Just the Way It Is," "Someday, Some Way, Against All Odds." Well, you read it. Anyways, it sounds like it's like a kind of a going away playlist. It's her last playlist, and she knows she's gonna pass away, and this is the last playlist, Anyways, it did kind of hit me when Billy notices Zelensky and he's yelling at a typewriter, but there's the music playing overhead and stuff, and Billy just seems a little sad about it, but what's her name? Mary and Zelensky are tired of it, but they cannot choose the music to replace it. So I thought that was a little funny, but kind of sad. Then we also talk about Billy's parents, or Billy's dad, and how the mom hates him. He's a loser. He went to Alaska, and I don't know. He might not ever come back, but Mary says that he will come back. She just knows it, and and Billy's gonna get adopted and live in California. And you know what? It'd be funny. It's possible. He can go to California. He can work over there. He could even stay at Flynn Mulligan's, I think that's his name, house or whatever. Maybe with his wife if he's married. Because that's what programmers do. They go and they might stay at an incubator or something. Maybe he's got an incubator where Flynn Mulligan has an incubator where he keeps his programmers there, and they live there with him. So it's not too far-fetched. The only thing far-fetched is he will adopt you. So I thought that was a little funny, and maybe it could happen. Who knows? Anyways, the part that I don't like about this chapter is that it was a lot of exposition, and it didn't feel very natural. It just felt like it's time to talk about it, Like chapter 12 was, all right, let's throw in some backstory, let's throw in some exposition, and there. And more about the characters after you read it. That's nice. I don't know if a lot of books would have done that. I don't know, but I feel like it could have happened in a natural way, during a conversation. It just suddenly popped up. Billy just started talking about it all of a sudden after programming and stuff, and then I asked about the music, and then Mary started telling me everything about her family, and it's nice that she did. It's nice that I get to know her and Zelensky a bit more in their situation. But it just it just didn't feel too natural for me. But yeah, that's chapter 12. It was a short chapter, so I don't have too much to say on it. I will be back with chapter 13 in just a bit. So hope to see you're still here. Okay? Alright. Hello and welcome back to the book club. You're now listening to chapter 13 discussion, and this chapter was a good one. I think this chapter was a good one. The chapter starts off with Billy remembering Mary, their argument, remembering that Billy and Mary only had one argument, and it stemmed from a girl Billy helped out in the store. Mary thought that she was very flirty, and she had this rock kind of vibe and raccoon eyes and stuff, and you obviously could tell that she was jealous that Billy was talking to this girl, but he wasn't even doing anything. It was just like, oh yeah, floppy disks, 5 1/4 inch floppy disks. Yeah, here you go. You got Fuji and you got blah blah. All right, that's it, right? But Mary was like, Billy, she was flirting with you. You don't like that kind of girl, right? What kind of girls do you like? Billy's like, I like all types of girls, and that's not good enough. Of course, Mary's like, everyone's got a type. Billy, being the smooth talker that he is, brings up Tyler. Mary gets mad. Of course, you don't do that. You don't do that, Billy. Come on. That was a little shallow. But he was bringing her up. He was bringing Tyler up because Tyler had told him that Mary was all over him. But in reality, Mary explains later on in the chapter that Tyler's tried to steal from Zielinski's, and her and her father are still pretty mad about that because they really trusted Tyler. So it makes me think like Tyler must have been a really cool dude to them, and all of a sudden he tries to steal, and they just felt really betrayed by that. And yeah, that's a little sad. Anyways, we continue on with the chapter. There was a big fire. That they're standing outside and stuff, and they leave together. Well, they stayed together for a bit longer, and they leave kind of on good terms. And Billy finds a floppy disk, a floppy disk with a new game from Mary, and it's kind of cute. It's the ogre, like Mary comes in and kills the ogre with her broadsword and stuff, but there's this another opportunity to add more text. So Billy is like, I'm gonna kiss Mary, and Mary had programmed that she kisses him back. Well, she stands on her tiptoes, and closes her eyes, pressing her lips to Billy's. Oh my gosh, that is I mean, it's cute, and if I was to find out like a girl liked me that way, I'd be like, that's so cool. But like, if like, I don't know if I would tell her like, hey, I found that part. I don't know. Maybe I would tell her like in a special place, not like right after school. Like, hey, I found the 50 million point bonus thing, like just out of nowhere. But that's what Billy does. Billy tells her. Billy tells Mary that happened, and Mary just like shrugs it off, like, oh, I didn't hear a thing. This is what's going on. So after that, they were cool. The chapter ends with Billy explaining that they're cool, but from that day on, cool, it's a different type of cool. Like, something's up. Now, do we know if it's a good cool, or do we know, or maybe it's like, we're good, but it's a little weird, or it's a little strange. I don't know. I'm hoping that it's a little of both. Like, I hope that they take their time, because they've just been working with each other and stuff, and and they still need to finish this thing, and it'd be kind of sad if they kind of ignore it to like be all lovey-dovey and stuff, you know. But that's just me. Maybe you guys don't even care about the book, or don't even care about the book, don't care about the game, and you just want them together and stuff. And I don't know. I'm wrestling a bowl of pretzels here while I read. I'm eating pretzels. Anyways, yeah, this chapter was pretty steamy. Like it was a lot of like, ooh, like what's gonna happen? Oh, I'm waiting for it. Ooh, that, you know, that kind of stuff. Like, like, oh my gosh, is it already gonna happen and stuff? You know, oh, it was fun. It was a fun chapter, and it was an important chapter too, I guess, because now they've kind of one up their relationship. You know. Anyways. Thanks for listening to Chapter 13 discussion. I will be right back when I learn how to talk and after I read Chapter 14, so don't go anywhere. Yo, what's up? Welcome back to the book club. You're listening to Chapter 14 discussions. Billy is now chilling in the library because he wants to stay focused on coding, and he even goes to the restroom and learns about coding. He no longer chills with his stupid friends. But while he's studying, of course, the biggest senior jock, Melon, I forgot his first name, but Melon comes in and is like, here's $10. I'm gonna take the whole photo shoot of Vanna White. And Billy's like, nah, not me. Like, just go about it yourself. And that was pretty cool. I guess, the book says that Melon, that was probably his first time ever being told no or something. And I get what it means. So, like, Billy's challenging his, I guess, coolness or popularity by saying no to him. That's what I guess is going on here. But like he did it without even knowing that or like thinking that. He just said no, I don't want to be part of it because he was either annoyed that the kid was like disturbing his computer studies or his coding studies, or like maybe he was just like, I don't want to be part of this anymore. Just like, nope, that's not me. I'm not doing that no more. Anyways, but after the Melon gives him the money, and it's like, no, like just tell him Melon, tell Alf Melon wants these pictures, all right, and that's it. And it's like, okay. So Billy meets up with Alf and Clark at like the student smoking area. I don't really understand that. I don't know if 1987 was a time when smoking wasn't frowned upon, or maybe nowadays or those days schools had smoking sections for kids who could smoke. I don't know, but Billy and Clark are smoking some cigarettes, I guess lady cigarettes, as Billy mentioned, because they found them. And Clark freaks out because they're filled with estrogen. Apparently, you're filling estrogen. You're filling your lungs with estrogen. That's what Clark says. And Alf is like, whatever. Anyways, this chapter, and this chapter just makes me a little mad because I know something bad's gonna happen. Either way, Billy's in a bad situation. One, he's not studying at all for school. I know that he's already signed up for this internship, but like, is that really it? Does he not have to study anymore? Is he gonna pass? I don't know. And then you have Clark and Alf still with the porn, wanting to steal this store that Billy likes now. Like he likes the girl. He likes Mary. How can he steal from her store, especially after knowing that stealing is like something huge for them, which I mean I'm sure it's huge for everybody, but like Tyler tried stealing, and now they're so distraught about that. Imagine if Billy tried stealing. Oh man, I don't know. Alf is in his Miami Vice outfit, and it's just so annoying because he thinks he's like super cool for doing this, but he's not, and he's got $300 and some because all these horny kids want Vanna White, you know. I know this is gonna end badly because it's either he does steal and they get expelled for distributing porn. He doesn't steal the magazine, and then like he's got kids wanting their money back, and like who knows who's gonna out them. And then you have that Billy's not even studying for school anymore, and he's just coding. He just goes to school because he's got to be there, but he's not doing anything schooly or scholarly or whatever. Well, he is learning code, which is great. Like nowadays, that's awesome, but like back then, nobody's gonna applaud him for doing that. So I know he's gonna get in trouble, and it's just a little worrisome because his mom is super worried about him about that sort of stuff. But like, yeah. Anyways, that's my discussion of chapter 14. I will be right back with chapter 15, and it looks like it's going to be a really short one, guys. Literally a page and a half, or 2 pages and a half. I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the book club. We are now doing chapter 15 discussion. Here we go. This chapter was extremely short. It was 2 pages long, and it was just about Billy, or Mr. Zielinski, warming up to Billy, or Will, whatever you want to call him. At first, it was like a little. He would treat him very, I guess, distant. I don't know how you would say it, but he would tell the only time Billy would talk to Mr. Zielinski was when Mr. Zielinski told him to like get out or go on, get, you know, like just leave my store. But Billy helps out when a kid tries to steal from the store, catches him, and is like, "Oh, how'd you know that?" Billy couldn't tell him that it was a trick that he and Alf used to steal cassettes. But at the good old Sam Goody. So that makes Mr. Zielinski like Billy. I'm sorry, I had to pause the video for a bit. I had a sneeze that was just creeping on. Anyways, yes, that makes Billy likable to Mr. Zielinski. He helped out with the store, so instead of saying go on or get out, he now tells him, "We'll see you tomorrow, Billy," or Will. So yeah, that's, I guess, that's cool. It's kind of nice that Zielinski started off as like this mean guy at the store, but we were only seeing it from like these troublemaking kids' perspective, you know. And now he's someone different. He seems to be a nice person because Billy's no longer trying to focus on stealing from the store. At least I think. Hopefully he's not. But Mr. Zielinski is now kind of like a person, you know, like, hey Billy or Will, you're a nice kid. I'm starting to like you. Anyways, this chapter was extremely short, and the reason I think I want to talk about the book a bit. The reason I think the chapters are extremely short is because this book was kind of made
to be a movie, I would say. Like, it's written as if it was a movie, where every chapter is a scene in a movie. And I wouldn't say there's anything wrong with it, but it does create extremely short chapters. And yeah, I don't know what to say about books, honestly. I don't know how to critique books. I just like stories, and I'm liking this story, so I'm not going to say anything more. Anyways, that's it for Chapter 15 discussion. Thank you so much for listening to Chapters 12, 13, 14, and 15 discussions. We will be back Thursday with 16, 17, 18, and 19. Those chapters are pretty short too, so we will be covering 4 instead of the usual 3. Again, thank you so much for listening, and we will be back Thursday. Hopefully, we see you there.